microphone on the webcam, you could select it directly, but we're going to leave that disabled because I'm actually using a microphone plugged in through USB.
What's up guys, it's Pete here from the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going video guide on Secondly, this video is quite long. I really wanted to create a video that went into a bit more detail on the OBS and 100 other scenarios down in the description below so that you can skip ahead and go through the differences between OBS Classic and thirdly, we'll be looking at the general settings for OBS. Looking at the video settings for OBS, including things like resolution and FPS, what FPS you should be streaming at. And then finally we'll wrap up by talking about the adding sources and adding scenes into OBS so that you can start your live stream. So I've added the timestamps in the description below if you want to skip ahead and you've already installed OBS, but we'll start by comparing OBS Studio with OBS Classic. So firstly, what is OBS? Well, OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software, and it's a free and open source piece of software to help you live stream and record video. OBS Classic has been around since late 2012 and very quickly became the most popular streaming application for people looking to stream to Twitch or to YouTube. OBS Studio, which was previously called OBS Multi-Platform, has had its code completely rewritten from the ground up to take advantage of some of the newer hardware and software technologies that have come around since OBS Classic started development. Really, in short, this just means that OBS Studio will perform much better on newer, current systems. As the previous name, OBS Multi-Platform, suggests, OBS Studio also works with a number of different operating systems. Profile option and select rename. Rename the profile to whatever you'd like, but I would suggest using your Twitch or YouTube channel name. You can have as many different profiles as you like, and each of them will hold their own settings and stream sources and stream scenes. This can be useful if sometimes you stream to a different Twitch channel or for the purpose of a talk show or hosting a competition, etc. For now, we'll just be concentrating on using and setting up one profile. Next, we want to rename our source collection to, again, whatever you'd like. A scene collection is exactly as it suggests. It's a collection of all your scenes and their settings. Having multiple different scene collections is useful for those that stream different games and hence need slightly different setups for each game. Don't worry if you don't understand all the terminology right away. We'll get to that once we start setting up our scenes and sources. Right, it's time to knuckle down and get some real work done. The OBS Studio settings page may look intimidating, but once you have an understanding of what each setting does and what value is, may look all the terminology, hence things. Next, we want to rename stream process as you would with any other program. And it's worth just changing a couple of quick simple options before we get into the bulk of the OBS settings pages. Firstly, click the profile option and select rename. Rename the profile to whatever you'd like, but I would suggest using your Twitch or YouTube channel name. You can have as many different profiles as you like, and each of them will hold their own settings and stream sources and stream scenes. This can be useful if sometimes you stream to a different Twitch channel or for the purpose of setting up one profile. A scene collection is exactly as it suggests. It's a collection of all your scenes and their settings. Having multiple different start setting each setting does and what value is best for your setup, it's no harder than the installation. So let's get into it. The OBS Studio settings page may look intimidating, but once you have an understanding of what each setting does and what value is best for your setup, it's no harder than the installation. So let's get into it. Start by clicking the settings button in the lower right. We're going to work through these tabs one at a time. We'll start with the General tab. Choose your language of choice and also the option for different themes, dark or light. I prefer the dark theme, so I'm going to select dark here. The next two boxes give you the option of showing a confirmation box whenever you go live and or stop your stream. If you're worried about ever accidentally going live or accidentally ending your stream when you didn't mean to, this is a useful confirmation box to have. If you're going to want to record to your hard drive at the same time as you're streaming live to the internet, then check the automatically record when streaming box. This is pretty useful if you want to later edit. This may have a little bit of impact on your computer's performance, but it's unlikely to be too noticeable. If it does have too much of an impact on your computer and you still want to have, which are VODs of what you've, it does have too much of an, you can use an online tool such as Twitch Down, which I'll link to in the description. This allows you to download your Twitch streams from the Twitch website. Options ensure into place with the edge of the screen or with the other sources. I recommend leaving these as default. Moving on to the Stream tab, the first option, Stream Type, can be left as default on streaming services. The first thing we may need to change is the service.